It's now 1 minute earlier than my live streaming. Nobody is still, I think, but I have to see for the feedback. Okay. Oh my, it's not. Oops. My laptop time is 1 minute. Oh, I cannot see. Wait a second. Yeah, because I need to monitoring. I'm gonna use other device to see it's okay. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I can see. But why my okay, probably nobody is gonna coming in. This yeah, there is a okay. At least I can check with this, or I'm gonna put it here. Then I can check any messages coming or yeah. Anyway, now already 7:18. Hello everybody. If anyone over there, just live chat is available. So if you need, put something, because I didn't make any video today, like a short video or a short thumbnail. But I'd like to make it every time, like a regular live stream every Sunday around this time, like a 7:17. Why people think why 7:17? Actually, that's my really my favorite number, 7 7 and 1 there. And long time ago, when I see the one church, the starting time a little bit off, not like 11 a.m. or something. Then like 11:05, 11:10, people can be more ready. Like I think it's 11 they come, and then when they started, more everything settled down. So I think it's a good idea still. But the last week, since after last 2 weeks, so many things happened. Today, I wear this jacket, but feel like getting hot, so I'm gonna take it off soon. Today, even my chair is different than other time. I wanted more comfortable posture. That's why I switched the seat with the armrest here. So anyhow, I have to usually when I just take a video, usually no matter what, nobody's there or not, I'm usually just without showing myself, I'm talking, right? Usually. But the only difference is now I'm talking to someone I can interact. So it's some way more motivating. It's good. Today, I'm gonna tell you something. Last 2 weeks, so many things happened to me. Oh, so these days, like last week, this week, so many things God showing through the very seems to be trivial thing, but God is showing me amazing things. So I think I can hear my, Holy Spirit inside talking to me through all the happening. Last week after, oh no, last week I was talking about my thyroid healing thing, but just it was first time, so I just talk about this and that. But what was missing later, I think, healing from above, from God. People, has a mixed idea or some misunderstandings there. Many Christians, when they pray for healing, if the problem didn't get better or didn't improve, people think some things, God didn't answer their prayer. But from my experience, usually healing has to be God's intention or purpose. If not, the healing process is not happening. It's from my experience. So hello, hey Pablo Oliveira, right? Hola, that means you are Spanish speaking, but can understand English, hopefully. Anyway, that's why you are here, I think. And one strange thing, yesterday I met a lady from Guatemala. Actually, she's who is the children's, in need in their country, in her country, for the kind of children's ministry and missionary, act a lot. So she came to Canada, visiting some Spanish churches, and then report what they do, and then ask, the fund, probably some missionary fund too. But I met this lady through my already long time know, because of my mission, like my business mission. I'm doing some business as a mission kind of business. So through the kind of connection, yesterday we used to meet in the Zoom, even years. So once in a while, to share some informations about the business, about lots of things. But physically, yesterday I saw her for the first time, and it was amazing thing happening. I could help some God gave me some heart. She might need this one, that one. So I just prepared something, and then yesterday handed into her, and it was very good time I spent yesterday. Then all of a sudden, yesterday when I met them, almost at the end of the meeting, strangely outside near my car, I just lost balance. After the day, I asked them to go in my car, the back seat, and then I have to turn around to the front, to sit my driving seat, and then all of a sudden, before somewhere I lost my control, my balance, and then it just I try not to fall, but I fell. Then this side of the body, I show you something. It's all about connected what I'm talking about, healing. So yesterday in the morning, I was praying, and God, what are you gonna showing me today? And I expecting something good, it's gonna happening. More just I prayed, and then because of the meeting, I wore the like a suit, this and then this, set suit. So yesterday after I fell, what happened? I thought this one, can you see? I think after I got home, this has some dust on it, and even the pants. So I wanted to just shake it, make it dust off and then put it back to the closet, then what happened? And when I check it out, oh no, can you see this one? Exactly. You know, like this. This suit ruined because when I fell down, you know, something happened to I didn't even was kind of very embarrassed. How come, you know, this much adult lady on the wide open, you know, the passwalk, you know, there on the board, I just fell. And then my friend from a little far saw me, and then she was startled and then coming and helping me. So yeah, last night, I think it's no more I can wear on top even. But without top, what can I do with the bottom? Do I think it's not even good for donation too. So I was thinking, I already put it in a like a throwing box or something. But still, after that, I read an article in Korea. Someone who has a heart for the recycling and all the environmental, you know, the concern. A man created made all the clothes, throwing, you know, lots of the unwanted clothes. I saw one news, you know, a while ago. It's all piled up, you know, and then shipped to Africa or Bangladesh, Indonesia, some country, you know, it is sent. But over there, it's not sold or something. Then it just went to landfill. So, oh, Jonas, here, pet. Or if you are, do you like come? What is that? Anyway, hi, thank you for joining me. So, even there, the 훈이오기. Thank you. Anyhow, so I was always concerned about this environmental thing. God created, you know, a wonderful world. But after the fall from the Garden of Eden, you know, after they expelled from the garden, later, you know, all bad things happening, and then even all the environment, nature, all the things on the curse too, right? But still got like preserved how human beings or the animals, plants can exist and still sustained. So we can see, even though it's a fallen world, but there are beauty, you know, all over the place. We can see God just shows His glory into this whole world, right? So I think as a Christian, always I try to make it how can I say, not to ruin more. More in the end, we need new heaven and earth. You know, in the Revelation, the end, we need God is gonna put us there later on. But until then, until I live on earth, and until when Jesus comes and when we go to the new heaven and earth, just for our next generation, and how long we can sustain on earth, we don't know, only God knows. But we have the responsibility to take care of, because God's first commandment was we, you know, He asked us to conquer, but take good care of all the things, right? So anyhow, I was trying. But yesterday, the message from the video, the who make from out of all the people think it's a garbage, the garbage clothes into, you know, building material in Korea. So I was so proud of him. I'll share if you want, but it's in Korean anyway. But the heart and all the things was amazing. So I think, oh, even if we throw any not like a perfect condition clothes, we usually think clothes has to hand down to somebody. then it's more reuse and more useful. But sometimes I realized if it is not good condition, it can be like a recycled or some way, people can make it something different. So even coffee, with the waste, coffee waste, somebody make it like some useful thing. Even with that, I think a brick kind of thing for the or the garden material, something. And anyway, there is various good ideas, right? So I think that's why this close yesterday, the evening, I thought, okay, then at least I'm gonna give it two, because the top, the bottom, probably still somebody can wear. But if not, if I send this one to where I usually send, like a thrift store or somewhere, then they will probably gather, and then they know where is the best place to send, probably. That's what I thought. So I packed it. And then yesterday, because of the fall, my body condition physically so like first in the beginning after fall, even still I have to drive and this drive, but I felt like a numb and some pain. But with the guests behind, I didn't show, until I drop off them. And then after, on the way home, still kind of, it's not painful. Something's wrong. But I just came home and then I felt, really something's wrong somewhere. But it's not that bad. And then when I fell, I felt like not like because I know something, I don't know, but I didn't fall like very badly, I think. And then some way muscle spasm probably happened, and already I had the back problem and other problem. That's why I think it got worse too. So from here, shoulder to the like a not feet, but all the way up the hip area. Still now I feel the pain. So yesterday in the evening I felt like, God, today seems to be going very well, and it was almost good. But it happened. And then why I fell? Probably my fault. Anyway, then I realized something. I just retraced, because now clothes, get ruined like this. I cannot wear anymore. I decided, and even doesn't want to wear it. And then this suit, something happened. Like about 20 years around, more than 20 years, I never wear, because there was not much opportunity to wear this one. So yesterday, for some reason, the weather, temperature, and all the things like suitable for wearing this one. That's how I took it out, and then I put it on. But something happened, and then I cannot use anymore. So what I realized these days, now I'm actually removing a lot of things, even the clothes, on kind of size big, or well, some way didn't wear a long time. So all the family's clothes I'm, sorting, and then even for a while already, from time to time I sent it away. But this time, for the good purpose, I wanted to the send it to Africa. Somebody who I know, who came to Canada as a refugee, but the father came first. After 5 years, the wife and youngest son and the grandson came. But in between, they have 5 other children still in Africa, suffering there. So anyway, some way, if there is a way, I try to help. So now, when I asked the lady wife said, everything, everything is okay. Whatever. So whenever I brought something, sometimes, oh, what if they don't need this one? And, I'm, like hesitating. But now I cannot judge it. So I just took it to them. And then she sorting, she needs something, she can get it. But if not, she sent some way, right? So I heard like uh cost like one barrel is cost like $300 or something. So some way uh I I'm gonna now my son is sending a message from there, her native mission thing. He might need the ice box, but strangely, because these days I'm removing, unused, not using one for some reason, but never expected his like the native mission thing need that one, and then he's now mentioning there. But just before somebody asked me, because the unused some product, some items these days one by one I'm removing, because of my physical condition, it's not easy to take it, heavy things here and there. That's why I just try to bulky things one by one get rid of. And then now already somebody wanted it when I post in a community, so it's already gone. But my son is now looking for. If I knew his church needed it, I would donate it. But the things going weird. So that is, it's a nick of time. Something can happen like this. So even we have I love to, my family, how can I say, play in the water, in the lake, especially in Canada. Very like not salty water, just fresh water, in between the lakes in Canada. Really, really, well, not every place, but where I used to live, it's like south of Simcoe Lake was really, really nice place to swim, playing in the water. And even if we have a boat, would be nice too. All the things, but we don't have. But in case my husband bought the for whole family, the life jacket, for the safety, but only one was opened, and then until we came down, it's not used. So my son thought, his church, when they go to the short-term mission, like my son went to Madagascar last year, and then he said it's gonna be very useful for the place. He brought lots of news, from how he saw and experienced last year, and then he shared. So this year he said, I'm gonna my family would love to donate that one to the mission. So last time I offered, but for some reason this year the short-term place is not this year it's not available. So next time uh she he it's annoying. He hold. So after this live, I'm gonna check it out if the person who doesn't need, or if I can, well, he doesn't pay for something. So I'm gonna figure it out if I can refund and then donate this one to other the need. Anyway, so it's a kind of mind-boggling happening. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on going. So like a mission thing, some way, if possible, we want any stuff I have for the good use. But the at least the icebox, long time over there, I cleaned it up, for the next use. I cannot give, just as is, some way dust off, all the things I have to prepare. So my labor I put, and then, my effort to let it go. So far, something else, went, and then because the kids, even in family are all busy. Sometimes there is not enough communication, or sometimes something pop up like this. Then what can you do? So we have to. I'm now a bit not happy, so may. But whatever happens, God has a good reason. So yesterday, it's a long story. Yesterday, this one ruined, but probably some way this one is gonna be in use for the good purpose, I think. So at least my, and it's even the years I didn't wear it, right? But I think this is the time. So sometimes we are too much, attached to the some items, some things, then easily we cannot let it go unless it is, cannot use. So one other story I'm gonna share. Yeah, it's so strange thing. The today is like kind of a minimal life is better because time wise, because if we have any small stuff, we have, then when we don't use, still we have to dust off. Sometimes we have to send it, or not, we have to think twice, one time more. But something always, the things tells us they need care or something, right? So it's, if we have a lot of things, then much our time is gonna be using for the kind of reason. Then one more thing, because lots of things in my mind. So yesterday I just slept, and then to see how my condition will be, and then as you can see, I'm not that much bad, but still in the morning when I wake up, I thought I cannot do anything that much today. But some inside tells me, you can probably. So after I take the, breakfast, and then come up and wash myself during, listening. Usually when I have a shower, I turn on my playlist musics, then there is my voice too sometime, and then other singers sing, the like a barefoot walking kind of videos I take with the music, right? So I just listening loudly and then shower. Then I felt like before, when I had a problem, even the shower was very hard. It's painful and something, but this time it's not that much bad. So I could, my body washing not that hard. So I think, it this much pain that I can bear. So I decided to go to church too. And then, my mind said, if you planned something, then just keep going. So right away, after dry up myself, and then I came here and post, I'm gonna have another live streaming today. I decided. So my husband thought, whoa, what's going on? Why? My wife, even he was thinking on the way to church, he want, for my sake, he wants to have a church at home with me together. But things going like this, I can tell God is gonna be there for me, and God is gonna showing me something. So in the church, like sitting longer is really hard too. But I put, you can see me here. Can you see? I put the paint patches all over the body one by one. but the later, not only that place, more place. So I went down to the washroom, and then I put another one on hip, on back, somewhere more. But this patch is from Taiwan. I'm using this one for a while, and it's a so good product. And then the quality wise, I cannot put any bandage kind of things because my skin is very sensitive, irritated. Then I cannot use usually. But this one, when I met, it was so amazing. I can wear, even put it on like through the night. But these days, if it is too long, it's recommended only more than 2 hours. No, or about 2 hours. So if I took it off and then put it another place somewhere, it works too. So now I don't want to put it on longer, right? But still, this is really not giving me trouble, only help. So even anti-inflammation kind of effect it has, because it's all essential oil. Where I put it, this one. I'll show you. Probably I have in the back. Oh, where is it? Anyway, because today I took it. Here. Just I can show in case if you find this kind of thing somewhere. Even it's only available in Canada, Taiwan already. It's already Taiwan, from Taiwan, Canada, I think Australia, probably Malaysia, some countries. So I have to buy this one here, and then even sent to Korea to my mom, who had like the knee surgery, both sides, during the pandemic time. So when she was in a lot of pain years ago, because already I knew this one. So even though shipping fee added, it's still good deal. So I sent it. Korea has a lot of things, and even the other place, Japan, they have their own things. Even I used to use, but some reason other things didn't work for me because it's too thick, it's too not sticky enough for some reason, and then skin trouble. But this one works for me and very light. So for me, today I talk about this one a lot. And later, why I met this one and whatever, later, I'm gonna share more information. Even the smell so nice. Yeah, it's not for this reason I came, so I'm just showing. Even I can make it small pieces, very light, so I can put even for the headache, even sometime, if I have cough, I can put. Very useful. So I love to have it, and then today I wore it. But the one time last year, when I have the meeting, the Bible group study meeting, usually on Wednesday, I have the meeting. Then leader lady, she went through hip surgery during the winter time. The last fall. So I was sorry for her, and I let her try that one. Strangely, everybody, I'm called like a sticker lady. It looks like a sticker, right? So I put, then people usually love the smell. It's eucalyptus in it, and then smell nice. But the lady said it's annoying, the smell. So I figured it out. Something I like the smell. Even I'm very the sense sensitive. So a scent, I don't wear any, the colognes or the kind of things. But it happened like that. So, oh my. So since then, when I go to church or the public place, I try not to put it on. Because what if it annoys some people? At least I have to consider the kind of things too. So I didn't wear, but today there was no choice. So I just put many things and then go. So after service, I asked the nearby the sisters, something annoyed the smell from me or something. Then they said no, and then I share about that product. Anyway, that product has amazing behind the story too. So I was talking later. I'm gonna share one day. but not today. So even today, yesterday, the happening, I was not happy in a way, but I just inside, there must be a good reason. If I say like this, some people will be upset. Why good reason, right? But always I'm talking about, you know, like a disaster, difficult time, some chaos, lots of things can happen to us too. But though, right at that moment, it seems to be bad thing happen to me or some people. But though when we, after it passed, and then when we look it back, that has some reason. Sometimes we cannot understand, but, from something happening, if the thing makes us to be closer to God some way, then it's a blessing. So usually yesterday, but it isn't so straight. The fell, but I was not get much bad. So my friend, yesterday called me how I was, and then even the around 5 after her church is done, she called me and then asked me. So I said it's a strange thing happening, and I explained what's happening today. So yesterday seems to be annoyed, and then body, is like on the way to recover. So less pain than before, and even before I couldn't hold and more lift it up. Even 1 pound was hard, right? And then I cannot sit down like this. But though, since when I could do that, and then today, actually this part very annoying, like a pain there, even though the patch on it, and I have to probably replace to now. Time already passed a lot. So this way, that way, I reflected. But thanks to this thing, at least I always concerned about somebody's pain, beside my friend or in the church too, right? Though usually there isn't not much time talk about what I'm using, whatever, sharing time. But today, this whole happening, because of the smell, more whatever, I have to talk about this product. And then, how much it is useful, good, and the good price, good product, really, really the amazing product. So probably and even I offer some like a sticker, something, someone's pain area, at least one person, and the other person, for her daughter has the problem on back, so many failure. I don't exactly remember because today was a lot of things happening. So I gave to her what I caught, the some way I had another bag I used, 2 bags. Sometime I forgot and I cut in one bag, again, I took it out and then take it somewhere. So today, fortunately, the old bag was there with something. So I put it into new bag, and then the pieces, put it in and then hand it to her. So her daughter will experience. So after that, if they feel like, oh, that's really something, I appreciate, like they agree, then if they ask me, usually I'm buying it as a, like a, not individual like a stores, right? I bought usually a box, so I can share. More something good thing can happen. And behind if I'm using these whole things, in a way, God is using these whole things for His glory too. Here, something, this like a sticker, I put it here, and then later, certain time passed, I just took it out and then I put this area, and then now some way annoying, then I'm just take it off. Yeah, because this is one story. Then the healing, yeah, that's why. There are lots of topics I wanted to share, but last week, because of my thyroid, even I didn't take any medication at all, got healed. But it took the time. Strangely, not right away, at the moment, like Jesus uh, commanded, and then whatever's away, what kind of the biblical happening not happened to me. But at least when we prayed, certain way, God lead me to take a test. This is really had a big problem, but miraculously after prayer, halfway it's gone, halfway gone, and then later fully gone. In between, doctor told me inside all back to normal, but outside still like halfway swollen. What the kind of things I shared already last week. So from the healing part, after that, then after one time God's healing came, then later, didn't I get any disease or any sickness? No, it was that time, especially I think God has the reason back then why it happened to me. So I told it usually I think there was a purpose too. Someone around me need to be stronger in their faith, or someone who never knew Jesus as a savior, or the kind of people, someone need to listen to God's word, some kind of miracle showing, right? So I think just when we ask, like God is not genie, like in the Aladdin's lamp, when we ask, he's answered everything. I don't think so. So even when we pray, God answered 3 ways, right? Really as we want, yes. But sometimes, no. If it is not good for us, even though we didn't know what is good for us, right? Then God didn't answer as we wanted. So sometimes takes longer. Even I pray for my mom's, like she even baptized a while ago. Thankfully, while I'm here with my father in back home, but her face is not really growing. Some environmental, something was not helpful. So I cannot see her face that much biblical or good. So I pray here, and then I try to a lot of things, but didn't happen. But since this year, some way God gave me heart. I try to find how to help her to grow in faith. So now every day I'm sending. Today, did I send? I have to check. Because now even though we are far away, but my mom can use the cell phone for some SNS thing. So in Korea there is a Kakao Talk, like a Korean talk, Korean Kakao Talk. I don't know what does that mean, but we use the Kakao Talk like here on WhatsApp. So my kids and my brothers, let her use the phone to connect it with me, and then even we can do face talk too, right? So I sent her every day the Korean easy Bible verses, like about 3-4 chapters. It's like a full year, read through the Bible, but some nice explanation, kind of not long, but some comments on there, let her understand a little bit better. So it's all because of why it happening. One pastor who connected me in a group chat, he sent from Florida. Years ago, I got the similar one, was very good too, because let us keep on, reading the Bible, some portion, and then through the year we can finish. So this time, when I see it again, this year, this might be a good idea to send my mom, even though she's gonna reading or not. It's not it's not up to me, right? It's her decision to read or not. So I sent, And then I didn't know if she read it or not. One time she called me. Oh, it's hard for you to send this one or something. She asked me. She think I'm writing all the things, right? So I told her, no, it's from my friend. Really, he's good at this kind of things. So don't worry, it's easy for me to send. And then nighttime, she's old, right? 80 something years old. So nighttime when she woke up, middle of the night, like 3 p.m., whatever p.m., and on 3 a.m., then she just woke up. Then what can she do? So she just read the whole Bible so far. And then she told me, I cannot understand a lot. And then if she reads, it goes here and it goes out somewhere, not reside in her mind. But I told her, it's okay. If you don't understand, no problem. Just read through. And then she said, why in the Bible too much violent, more all the things happening? So I told her, that's, I didn't explain a lot because it's far away. But when I see her next time, we will look it back and then, we will try to, how can I say, let her understand. If she has any question more deeply. But right now, just this year's goal, at least too much like like here, old English, like King James Version and even NASB, more kind of, the Bible, different version, very hard to read. So I wanted to show, because something. Yeah, here. My Bible. This is my Bible. Actually, this is, it looks like a book, but the contemporary English version. So it's actually from the contemporary English version. It's like, you can see, the Poverty and Justice Bible. Name sound in, when I met this book long time ago, now the place is disappeared. I think from, what is it? Like a not thrift store, similar one, now disappeared and then came back. Anyway, one place there was usually lots of the Christian books was available, and then I found the same book. It was like almost new, same book, few copies. So I took it for all my family members, but we have all other different versions of the Bible. So like ESV Bible, and then even when my kids were very young at the time, we used the Good News Bible to read together. And then this one, usually I appreciate it. And then years like about 2 years ago, I think, I read it loudly, because when I read, my ear hears, right? Then the word of God, it's like a lie, it's like a life, and to come to me, and it was very, very good. So loudly every day, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I read, because this version is good for listening. So I really strongly recommend, if later someone who watches this live stream, if I post it, actually someone who saw this Bible, or if you can find any contemporary English Bible, I strongly recommend you to read loudly. But if you cannot, even Bible app, you can hear, but with your voice, if you read, you hear with your ear, it's more, I think, resonated good, and then works some way really good. So, and then in between, why is the Poverty and Justice Bible? Because it's all highlighted the poverty or justice related verses as how can I say, orange colored highlighted. So, and then in between, like this much, the different, not Bible, there is a, the core, at the core, about this Bible, how to use, and then like kind of summarizing what is really matter to us. So since long time, I have lots of different Bible versions, and then read this and that, but very easy to read, and then don't need that much, like how can I say, the one study Bible kind of commentary. We don't need that much, I think. So like my mom, just read through, then at least something is gonna remaining in your brain, your heart. Then later, from other occasion or from other place, you can understand, that's that, kind of connection. Like, I mean, from the context, you will understand, and kind of things can come. Holy Spirit will work. That's what I believe. Anyway, so this book later, well, at least today, I can, today strangely, I'm talking about patchy. It's a good thing, right? Because live can do more easily. So, Jonas, your name is nice. Is that from the Bible? Jonas? Or if you are a Spanish background, probably, if in case, then J is not J, right? It's just Jonas, right? I think. Anyhow, so it's Canadian Bible Society made this version, and then here on the back, recommendation thing there, and then over 2,000 verses in the Bible wake us up to issues of poverty and justice. And now there's no missing them. Yeah. So from this Bible, I really saw God's heart toward the human beings, how he care about the poor, those who in need, right? And then since then, even more, God is opening my eyes, especially this year. Since I got in trouble, so many things happening. So now that's why I now have courage to share my whole story, and then what I realized and what I learned should be shared. Somebody who need to hear. That's why now I started even this live streaming, right? Because God wants me to come out of your comfort zone and do what you need to do. Kind of, things happening. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm gonna, take it off this one. More looks like, but at least before this part was in trouble, I couldn't, on and off suit kind of things was not easy. But now, at least a lot better, right? But today, even this whole part was bad, but I think this patch works too. And then now more trouble is this side, back and front, all. So tonight, I pray, if it is, God's will, God is gonna giving me, fixing time, then tomorrow I'll feel probably better. But after tonight, I'm gonna call and make a doctor's office because it was weekend, and I need the follow-up kind of, seeing doctor needed. So I'm just call and see what can I do, how. But from the long experience, I think I didn't get hurt that much, badly. So I'll be okay. Oh, so it's already it's already almost 1 hour. this much I like to talk. And then I have a bunch of things to share. So sometimes my husband is complaining because I wanted to share so many things with my beloved close, family member. That's my husband. So usually when we work together, I share a lot of things. But the things not only my husband need to hear. Some people might need this story. That's why I'm here. And then the last week, Sunday, after I started this one, Wednesday, I have this year for the first time, I made a little trip. It's for the normal people, it's just nothing. But for me, I prayed a lot. God, can I make it? It's like from here to the Bible group meeting about 20, more than 20 minutes around, I have to drive. From there, about one and, not less than 1.5, but the 1 and 15 and 20 minutes, somebody giving me a ride too, right? So I was, because I cannot drive long. It was very hard. So I was praying and then, but the night before, like Tuesday, I was so excited because the week before there was because my business as a mission, the BAM, the thing has the revival meeting Wednesday. I couldn't attend this last session, with this book. It's like, so many books I'm today mentioning. Woman After God's Own Heart. So, with about all like 15, including me, 15 members were in the group. And then the last September, when we started the new year with this Bible, understanding your blessings in Christ. Understanding, right? Your blessings in Christ. And then it's Elizabeth Georgie from USA, this lady, Ephesians, book of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul's letter, ear, like the Elizabeth's face is here. Can you see how I can show? Anyway, so this book, we last week, to even the leaders, the hip surgery thing happening in between, I got sick. I had the problems. So many God made us to go through a very different way, but the last week was we had to cover lesson 24, 25, 2 chapters, but I couldn't go there. I just prepared and I looked through by myself and I attended the other one because this other meeting, I had to invite different faith, who has different faith, or new believer, like have no experience with Christianity, more kind of people. So if I invited, if they agree to come, then where to go? Already existing group who knows God, and then that's where I want to belong and share. That's so nice meeting. But for this meeting, it's like this year for first time it happening. After pandemic, at least the speaker from Korea in English speaking, the USA, some background, very good kind of missionary. Anyway, came to preach the gospel to the it's like really, really good session. I knew it because I know the speakers. So came, I had to invite people and I went there. I asked this other group, pray for me. And then the people who I invited can come. And it happened. It's an amazing thing already happened. So my body condition before couldn't handle these whole things. But from that time, like 2 weeks ago, Wednesday, not exactly 2 weeks, but from then, I can tell, now how much I can do something. So if I can stay about 4 hours in a row, like a classroom, some kind of, not classroom, but some time listening, and, that means even the pain doesn't matter. That means I can go to the trip, I can join. So I already pray and let me go. God, please, this time I want to be with this last kind of gathering. Actually, one of our member who had breast cancer, and then had a surgery during the winter time. So many things happening. They prayed for me, and then we all prayed for her. All the things happening, and then it was a very dire situation. She's older than me, some way, but now, settled down. So uh, after I can go back, it was like May, because it's so long time I couldn't drive, right? And then she probably can come similar time or a bit before. So we just she's from far from. Actually, she lives in Penetanguishn. Have you ever heard? It's near the Midland, Georgian Bay area. So I used to go there, visited from my whole life about 2 times with my family. And then this time, lots of memory came when I go with these ladies. So 4 of us, and then the other car, and then the other car came, all we met, had lunch there. We all like a potluck. We prepared one food, something there. And then we appreciate the leaders or the service, and then heart, all things happening there. Oh, on the way, not that bad, I thought. But when I came back from there at the afternoon, it's getting worse and worse to something. But I knew it. I need to lie down, and then recovery, the muscle thing, with the hand massager at home, here and there. So I try to, now I figured it out how to help myself some way. So it was kind of challenging, but I went through, and then it was so good. Then why I brought this one, I have to tell you. You know what? There, right before we had like a testimony sharing through the year and something, one by one, little by little. Then I was taping it for our memory, like a video recording something. Then all of a sudden, we were on the deck area. Something people noticed. See, I'll show what it is. So it was very embarrassing moment. I brought it here. It was the shoes. My shoes, they ask us, the owner ask us, just wear your the shoes on, it's okay. So, in the morning, these shoes, I like without the shoe shining thing, I knew something like a facial lotion, still good for the cleaning and all the things. So I just use with the clothes, clean up nicely, but so it was all fine if I just wear it in the only, not deck area, the a little bit bump there, right? So while I go here and there, they notice some black stuff coming out. Where? My back of here, these shoes. So shoes became like this. The other side, this much okay, right? But it's still already. So these shoes actually very nice shoes. This brand Echo. Actually very kind of expensive one. But for some reason, when I like about, I think about more than 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, around 2000, oh, 2007, 8, 9, around that time. These shoes, there was some event like this Echo company, some kind of, very wide place, like a special event was on. I got it in a very, very good price. I don't remember how much, but at least it was like event sale kind of thing. Only I think Echo Shoes did that. But since after that, I never saw, I think. But for some reason, I got these shoes. So we could, my size is 38, right? So even after, the one lady cleaned up the black, rubber, it's like how can I say, too worn out, right? And then I couldn't take it off even, but inside the room, in the house, I took it out. And then later, still without shoes, if it is barefoot walking, people doesn't think weird, then I could do that because usually I like it. But I wear this one until I got home, and then when I well, not a lot walking, but even the little walk, I noticed my body off balance. So some way, I think that caused the problem in my back, I think. But anyway, so this one is going to throw it away now. So I think, because I didn't know the condition exactly, outside the what is it, the leather side is still good. But if I can replace somewhere, like in Korea repair shop, I think it can be repaired and then still can wear. But I think it's time to let it go. So I don't know what to do yet. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, there must be a way, because the other place is really not much trouble, only the rubber part. So the last time, like like when my father-in-law passed away, year 2022, last year 23, right? Anyway, the last visit, I asked my mom. At the time, I took it the sandal, which is a really good one, but because the rubber part, unevenly because of my posture and my walk step is weird, so the thing was very weird. So I thought in Korea it can be fixed. Then my mom took me where my hometown. There is one place repair shop is now very different than before. In a nice kind of how can I say, not the tent, booth kind of thing on the street. Even there is a kind of bench, heated bench. That time, why it was heated? It's cold time. Anyway, it was not my father-in-law passed away. My father passed away that time. So I fixed it, and then still in use. Very nice. So if I take it to there, probably it can be alive again. So I have to decide what to do, really. But the day when the black rubber thing, worn out thing come out, it looks weird, and then I felt like no more. I'm gonna throw it away. God is make my life more downsizing easier. More, I was happy, but now do I have to? So almost I think about 15 years around. I think, well, not 15 years, at least about 10 years. I wore it, not everyday thing. So from time to time when I wear, and even in Canada, the season. The kind of shoes, if we don't go inside a lot, winter time long here, right? So we cannot put it on that much, So, and then shoes thing. Today, all about shoes. And then yesterday when I felt another shoes, I really love these shoes. It's cup heel. It's not that long ago, probably maximum, still, oh, long ago. The Echo shoes, I think more than 15 years, around 15 years I used. I wore, and then this one, probably less than 10 years. In between, I happened to get these shoes because this shoes is very like a bottom comfy and good. But when you see my, the heel, shaped like this, because my the pelvis is not probably aligned well, that caused my other back problem too. So because of yesterday I tried to match it with the suit, so I took this because the shoes is already ruined, right? I have another this ones. I was happy and then worried, but it's a little bit like how many centimeter, only 2 centimeter around, but because of this run out thing, I think probably it caused another reason to fall. So here when I see, yeah, it's more scratchy yesterday, but I can wear this one. And yesterday, I felt so bad, when after I fell, I thought, this one I have to give away or let it go, I thought. But, this morning, yeah, probably I cannot wear. So probably it has to go to donate. Anyway, hopefully someone who usually the fit people, the used thing, people, has to be careful in case, the athlete food or something, bacteria, whatever. So I don't recommend to buy used shoes a lot, but this case, who knows, cannot throw it away into the garbage. So I'm just, what is the best way to use, but even heel is like this. Yeah, I have to think. And so still I can talk today like this. It makes me happy because something in my mind, so many things I'm thinking, and this all the recycling, reusing, the whole idea, because now my kids all grown up, one by one, leaving home, and then we are now empty nest soon. Then my husband and I think, because my body condition, many things changing, right? So through the months, just in case for the next move, how God is gonna use us, we don't know exactly, but we need to prepare. So now I'm really resorting my possession, my like long time, more like emotional attached to, the kind of things, like small items, all the things, and even the photographs. From the album, I already throw it away, take it off all the, how can I, yeah. So, I now like from the album, I took it out, and then similar ones, put it in the bags, the one time, it's like a year thing, as much as I can, I now took it off. But still didn't put it into the garbage because I'm waiting my daughter to come. And then whole family like give a party in this room. And then we just check it out. And then if kids needed something, they took it. And then some leftovers, I'm gonna resort And then if there is more 5 things, a similar place, a similar one, then I'm gonna pick 1 or 2, just in case the real photo I'm gonna leave. But other than I'm gonna throw it away. And now most of travel, because minimal life, today I'm gonna talk about minimal life. I was thinking, so most very hard thing, if we can buy again later, like shoes or something, it's not that bad. But something have a history, like my writing. I hear many books, my the agenda, even my calendar kind of a book. There is my long time ministry, all the record thing in there. So I think every page I cannot take a picture. So I have to be wise how to save or remain or throw it away, all the things. So far I'm doing. And then I realized that there are many like a cassette tape. You can see here I have the kind of case. It's a Korean hymns and gospel songs. I have many selections. I want to hand it to somebody who need it, but cannot find. I put it on the Facebook market, but because it's Korean, I think nobody that much knows. And then, so now I'm just got, if somebody need it, I won't let it go. And even the player, the other day, when I wanted to listen and I recorded, one day, like a few days ago, cassette player went wrong. Some way I handled probably wrong, and then still CD is working, radio working, but it's not the big component, music component. So Sony, smaller one. So with together, I'm gonna probably send it to donate. But if one thing is not working, still can donate? Questionable. I have to figure it out. And then lots of CDs. Even the thrift store still sell these whole things. So I might ended up to donate there, all the things. Somebody can get it there. But who knows, my kids, because we have to double check. So it's piled up downstairs and here. The kind of sorting time I went through so far. And then I learned, I can retrace how God have been so faithful to my life. I had this stuff. I had the other stuff for this reason. And then I was not that rich financially, as a student came, and then with little kids, little income. So many things we went through. So rental houses, like a apartment, and then later something happening, and then in God's, miraculous provision, we get the like a semi-detached house first, and then we moved to the full big house, new built area, but it was far. So my youngest one has to commute to the school here for the special ed or something. It was very like some may good, some may hard, but something happening. But from the whole experience, I learned a lot of things too, because we meet different people, different background, Christian, all the where I belonged. I learned a lot of other things, sharing and good things. I'll later share how God was faithful through this whole happening again. I have tons of stories because I think Christians should have like me too. Many people, when they recount, there is how God was working in your life. You can tell. Because last time, when we remember, when we were like in the Bible meeting, like a second last one I attended, the little lady told us how we can like remember, or like how can we be truthful kind of thing. Because if we knowing God well, if we know God well, we have to be bold. We just it's just happening. Our life need to be changed, because if we receive Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit reside in us. We are the light. We are the salt. So it's automatically has to be shine. Because if we go to any room, people has to see Jesus through us, right? All the things going like that. So I think God shows the kind of things while I'm sorting, dividing this one for the donation, this one, oh, really, do I need? I have to keep something, or why? I have to ask myself too. So through this journey, while I'm having this whole trouble, God allowed me to resorting my mind too, right? With the stuff. So I strongly recommend not only just to have a goal to minimize your life, but the minimizing, if you resort, and then if you don't use something, for the good use, if you donate, or if there is a way to sell, and then with that money you can use it more wisely for the other things, that's all count. But through this thing, sorting, throwing away, this make your life way like how can I say, light and easier. So through the years, because I have the kids, what if we need this one later? That's always holding me. So I just didn't throw away, because that's why we have the, even sometime if we have it longer, once in a while we need it, right? But I didn't have courage to let it go later. If we need, we can borrow. The kind of mindset I didn't have, right? So always it was hard, but now I can see, from the even the worldly people, the minimizing or cleaning, resorting kind of this time gives people more confidence, because everything is under your control. You know where it is, you know what to do with this, and then how many more clothes or stuff I have. If we know, it's very like easy life, we can experience. So through the years, I just hold so many things, and now the suit, I'm gonna give it away. The suit, at least I gave time to wear yesterday once more, but the four once, do I have to keep forever? No. And then two mixed lessons I have. One, if sometime we don't use some stuff, but there is a time comes we can use it again, because I now experience from Korea, the not fit for the Canadian kind of the environment, some clothes. So just sitting there, it's nice clothes, I don't wear long time, we carry here and there. So even the fashion trend changing for some reason, but at least Canada more the flexible. I think everybody wear whatever they like. But here, some way there is no chance that much to wear this nice suit and formal clothes that much, because more comfortable clothes we wear. So I was, what do I do with that? And then this year, when I sort these whole things, I figured it out. I don't need to buy any new formal clothes or something when I need some meetings or whatever, because trends coming back, like all about one generation passing, trend is returning, right? So now my nice long time when I was young, some clothes I wore still, because my body didn't change a lot, bigger or something. So it's fit because it's my clothes. Still nice. Makes me younger some way because I was wearing when I was young. So people, when they saw me, how come you didn't wear this kind of clothes? And they appreciate it. And then something, it makes me very happy. So these days I'm learning from my like first-hand experience. The minimalize is not a real goal, but the minimalize make us life very more easy and comfortable, at least for me. So now when I'm doing these whole things, removing unwanted one, unused one, so far something now make my room and my house giving more space. So before, even the wall, all the things, usually with the children's, work or something, even there are lots of things, right? What they made, what they draw, or something. When they were young, I put all the things on the wall, and then we appreciate. Back then was like that, but now season is changing. No more the kind of things need. And then after we moved down this house, actually this house we live kind of temporarily. We knew it already. That's how we didn't buy. We couldn't buy any house back then. So just using for the people who own this house, landlord, I didn't put any nail on the wall. So in my mind, the kind of framed art, all the things, something were usually on the wall, but now I display different way. That's how more the margin of the wall I can see. That's very soothing. So a kind of changing environment make the mind some way adjust and then changing too. So I think why God allowed so many happening from the former house, while we come to here, because I already shared this kind of the changing things in Korean somewhere other videos. So this whole other story, today I cannot share everything. So one by one, I'll reveal and how God was faithful to me and my family. And now, really, I'm more like, how can I say, settle down in Him. And then through the months, God is preparing me for the, I think, next to move, what I have to do and where I have to go. So I think if you keep on watching my video, and especially this live stream, my English, I'm really kind of, not confident sometimes, but this way more easier to chat, like talk in English some way. So I think it's all God allowed this all happening for a reason, good reason. I'm really happy to share many things, but I think today I was thinking how much I can stay, probably less than 1 hour, but already almost 1.5 hours. I think last time even about 1.5 hours I could do it, but if it goes more, my mind cannot probably handle. So yeah, and I think already many things shared, right? So it will be okay. So next time, probably another book or something. There are so many things I want to talk about. So today something missed. Then later, probably, if God allows, I'm gonna share more. Yeah, one last one. I'm gonna share. See, you know what? One last thing. This pin, it says, you can see word in Korean. How can you see better? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, it says in Korean, Yesu. 신세대의 참 소망. These three words are there. Jesus, new generation's real hope, which means I got it when I was in university, while I was involved, the Campus Crusade for Christ, as a member and even sometime leader. I was in that. I think this one, from that time, I got it. I think it was like a homecoming day or something. Then long time, it was always just two pins was in my drawer. Never use it. There is no reason to use. Strangely, this even this one in my other videos, you can see only this texture. My like last year or when it was on very big sale, for some reason it's like a men's clothes section. It was there, but when I saw it, I was so happy. The price was so good, and then even about how many, like 80% off, I think. And then the material and this thickness was I was looking for. So I was so happy, and my husband thought that color or whatever looks like a men's some military look. Why do you need? And then, but I knew it. It's gonna be very useful. So through the winter, last winter, almost every day it was on me. Without it, I couldn't probably survive last winter. Because with the sickness, long winter in Canada cannot heater on a lot higher, too much cost because it's a kind of big house. So one winter passed, and then second winter we think, oh, that's too much. So we lowered the temperature, some way. But if I went out to work and coming back, then would be okay. But I stayed home a lot. It was very hard, in the coldness. Because anyway, then one day, almost the end of the kind of spring still sometimes very cold, right? And then one day in the kitchen, in front of oven, some pot was hot. I didn't know how hot, whatever. It just kind of touch it on the area. So you can see it got burnt like that. Then I love this, this clothes, this outfit, so useful. What can I do? So I thought, how can I wear this one longer? And then I remembered this pin. I searched, and then perfectly, if I put it on here, it's like a very nice somme. And it, I didn't put properly, but because of this looks like a bad thing happening to my clothes. But whenever I saw this message, Jesus, new generations, true hope, right? And then I felt like I'm back to when I was in university, all memories coming back. And then I feel like, rather, because the looks like a bad thing happening, bring this wonderful thing, So I really appreciate, even though that's why someone who is now here, Jonas, and then Huniogi, all people, or later somebody who is gonna watch this thing, just to remember, only the appearance, so outwardly happening doesn't tell everything. Behind different things going on too. So I love the word disguised blessing. So sometimes crisis means really disguised blessing. So if we see the side, right? but worldly people think more positive mind, more positive something. But in Him, there is nothing can go wrong, right? Because God, we are in His hand, and even Holy Spirit lives in us. So we have to be, have to reside in Him. Then, because not under our control. If everything is under His control, then all the things can be a blessing. And right away we cannot recognize or we can appreciate, we will do. And then ultimately, even though worldly something goes wrong or whatever, we are guaranteed to be with Him in the end, right? So just try to be happy, because God wants us to rejoice in Him. Even though there is hardships and difficult time comes, still, if we know these whole things, if we can, I think we can count the blessings out of a lot seems to be wrong things, and then we'll see. So hopefully have a wonderful week. This is the first week of this week, right? So Sunday, that's how I wanted to have this live streaming on Sunday, because for me, for others who with me, and then who will be with in this video, I think this is gonna be kind of the good start, and it makes me like to want to do regularly, keep doing it. So I pray that God give me the strength and idea, the strength to keep doing this every week, and then the idea, what to share and what really needed to talk. Also, just I think it's all about God's doing, because I can tell it's not only just from my desire. So anyway, this much I maintained today, talking like this. So I think, even neck is now not much. While I'm talking, I think I'm slowly being more happy and heart kind of the warmed up. So may that good for the muscle, right? Muscle spasm needed some relaxation. So I think tonight I will be in a good sleep, I think. And then tomorrow I'm anticipating what is gonna come, right? So, because in Toronto, it's like evening, like now 8:54. Oh, that means I'm almost 2 hours talking like this. So everybody be happy, and God bless you and your family. Bye now. Shalom. Even where to stop? Yeah, here probably. Okay. Want to stop streaming. Bye bye.